Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Otter Samurai here, back with another exciting episode of Danganronpa. Now, last episode we had to say goodbye to the ultimate pop star, Sayaka Mizuno. And my room looks like shit. So we're gonna see... Leave the area? Yep. So we've investigated, like, my room, Makoto's room. And now we're gonna... Huh? Definitely my room. But the nameplate says Sayaka's name on it. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate is my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room? Were they switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Nice! Let's go inside Sayaka's room. Sayaka! I think the only thing to grab here is the DVD. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Sayaka's dirty, dirty video. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in the video. I wonder, what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Are you not gonna grab it?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't think about it. Could it be the nameplate? I already figured that out, Leon. Thank you, though.
Very strange. Mr. Aggie, what was Mr. Mizuno doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room.
Do you really think I'm guilty? But thank you for the hint, fatty. To the trash room I go. Oh god, it was fuzz. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past it.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Yes, I got that. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Ah! I will repeat myself!
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Piss off, bear! Cleaning duty's been added to the truth bullets. Which means, I don't know. Hifumi was saying something about the trash. Let's see, ask him. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in the front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. After do that, they give me the key for the trash room gate. But we still have to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words...
Actually... Anyone kills a fellow student becomes black and will graduate, unless they're discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that...
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, fatty! Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig, anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar! I know why you did it!
Is it, like...
You wanna dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way to
What are
think
you
about this
talking
in
about?
a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. My Hatsune Miku dolls are so hot. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to.
Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered the flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You
Oh,
got it.
okay. Just my monkey walrus face palm.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Oh, a little waddle there.
You like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Yeah! You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, please just shut the fuck up and hurry up.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okie dokie, leave it to me. I'm the best you'll ever see.
Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket, used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... we're inside!
Mr. Naegi.
However, Mr. Nayagi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this so long!
No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not, you stupid idiot.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You wanted to see if it left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Where I can go and see my 2D girl titties?
Oh, whatever. Let's just hurry up and keep looking. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love?
Shut up, Elvis. Anyway, this is... looks like a piece of cloth. In the shape? It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with the white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it was used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this
Yeah! Is that?
Do you know what this is?
This is you collect all 7 that Drago will appear and grant you a single wish. And I want to wish myself into a world of anime 2D titties. I'm kidding aside. It's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that media girl who was on that quest to find that one guy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the chimp. I better go find out for sure. It belongs to Hina! Swimmer girls love glass balls. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. But it's staring me right in the face right now. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah! And it's on right now!
Do you see the green and yellow buttons stuck to your mouth in the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you leave this before you leave, okay? Huh? Somebody turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it's a work of fairy godparents!
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh? The fairy godparents!
No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to the gate,
Most
it
suspicious.
should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet,
That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible?
this whole thing's quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator's off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely
What does y'all mean, Mr.
unforgivable.
Nagi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
That's it. I'm
Ev-
sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. It's manga, you idiot! Your Japanese game. The green button turns on, the yellow button turns off. Or so it seems anyway. We are done here. Alright, let's go to the gym. Chihiro! I bet you're in here. Yeah, there you are, girl. Hey, Chihiro. I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have an idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? Oh, no! I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. I gotta break free. Queen's the fucking best band out there. Hero, snap out of it. Huh, Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? What? It was actually just made of glass and not crystal? That guy totally duped me. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. God, what a goddamn idiot. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. You stupid ass. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Oh, goddamn, what an idiot. Okay, so we investigated the trash room, Sayaka's room. Oh, right. We need to see Sayaka's video. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen went dark for a few seconds. But then, an image slowly appeared. Looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends that she said she had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd. So full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band.
Morning Musume? No.
For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then,
Dun dun dun! Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh shit! What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I even noticed more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed. Are they dead?
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
What did you do to them, you bare bastard?
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
It was you. Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Okay. Guess that was an important clue. So we gotta look at the knife. Where did the knife come from? Came from the kitchen, of course. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Ooh, look at all this food. There's a bunch of veggies all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy. Nice! Oh, look at that. There's a knife missing. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them's missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or better see if anyone here knows more about it. Meats! Look at all the meats! Marble meats, salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food. Nice! Hey, so, did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So, when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I was gonna get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Now you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone that I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Sweet. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Oh, that's it for clues!
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
Okay.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
I bet you were afraid he would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all
Courtroom
your
time.
fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Time for the exciting trial, guys.
What? What?
So, whoever stuck us in here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
And if you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
Let's get started. Ah, shit, I forgot to talk to the others. Fuck, sorry guys. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Ooh, look at us moving! Steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. Wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, it's no more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment.
Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit!
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what he said and found our seats. You're not exactly sitting. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial! Let's see, I got melodious voice and handiwork. Increases damage to the opponent when statements destroyed. And handiwork allows you to reload 2 bullets at once. Cool. That's all the skills I got, so. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yep.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
That's stupid, Taka.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
What's up with these creepy
What's going
photos?
on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Ooh, kinky.
Friendship penetrates?
Shut up, Walrus boy!
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were
Yeah.
only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I've played this game enough, I know which one. So, the controls a bit of one, maybe I should have. Oh well, whatever. Evidence of struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Duh!
We know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Pew 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 pew
In the
pew
bathroom.
pew pew pew.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by
Pew, pew, pew,
surprise
pew,
while she
pew,
was in
pew.
the bathroom.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Duh. Jesus.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Nope.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Seriously.
Sorry.
It's okay, Chihiro. You're precious.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yeah, we only solved one game. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Gee, I don't know. Maybe it was something sharp. Like my wit.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Jesus.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
That she was killed by
I mean,
it?
we all know Makoto killed her, right?
No.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well,
Seriously.
we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
But
You
of
really
course.
believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's
Shut up, Toko.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
I'm not the killer,
Well,
stupid.
What if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Huh? I'm spaced out. What's
Remember
going
what
on?
you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the kitchen knives were there. When I finished my tea, went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Hey, look at Hina's shorts. She's got Monokuma's eye on them.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and
Hey.
more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which,
Damn it.
I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
That doesn't seem beneficial to the accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Oh, okay.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
did. Yeah, but then she would remember taking the old knife.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
The ogre.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Spit it out,
Just
Hina.
spit it out already.
Oh,
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Ooh,
I
kinky.
got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Exactly.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
Only if you want to get down and kinky.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Only men should be sleeping together. And only women should be sleeping together. That's the way of the American way.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
God damn it, Taka,
But if
you
it
idiot.
wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh, Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma?
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As
Ooh,
she
she ready to
left,
murder.
She said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Then what was the point of the stupid
So you're
sword?
saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Wait, what? No.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
No, shut up, you idiot.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? They convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Thank you,
Bewildering?
Kyoko.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
First Hangman's Gambit. Nope. We're gonna do this blind. No kidding. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that something is. Yeah, Hangman's Gambit time. This music is pumping. Higher. Here.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
It was all cleaned.
The culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Right?
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Very
No.
much so.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Lit
The
roller.
killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Thank you.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes.
Are you
Guys,
sure we
citizen.
can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in
Sayaka
the
was
main room
dead.
first.
There's blood
then
all over the
fled into
place.
the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble?
What do you mean?
Oh shit, sorry guys.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
My finger slipped.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled to prove that it would be something it broke.
I
The
got
doorknob.
evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're
Huh? The
God damn it.
doorknob.
I did it again,
What
sorry.
doorknob?
the doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true.
Sorry guys, I did it again.
What does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Thank
So
you.
what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if
Yeah.
the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? No. I don't need to learn. I'm a smart man.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yeah.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, that's wrong.
You're stupid.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I had
My
a shitty
door
bathroom.
doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Beauty and the Beast. Wait,
But
hold on,
you
hold on.
know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime was that they didn't know was
I got it!
that it took place in my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet,
Inconceivable.
he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Straight up.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But
Don't give up,
what
stupid.
happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other
I don't need
thoughts
to
or
hear the first
questions?
bit.
It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Damn it, Celeste.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't
No.
think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then... maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No.
Nope.
That can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Yeah, you, lard butt.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was. Yeah, that's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because...
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
What?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Look at what? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When
Wow.
you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Yeah.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Well, obviously not.
No, I didn't. But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
That's not exactly a signature, it's just her writing her name. Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
A gay man?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
I'm a poet.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
Sayaka,
correct?
Makoto.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
Makoto?
No, that's wrong.
That's not how you pronounce my name. It's Makoto.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right.
Did you not pay
The
attention, you
nameplates got
gothic
switched,
Lolita bitch?
just like the rooms themselves. As a result,
Love
the
you.
nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
That means...
Right?
Oh
Okay,
no.
then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Why?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
They
That's
fought.
where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her! We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
No shit, Sherlock.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Yep.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
It's a piece of shit.
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist is broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Yep.
Is that gold?
Quick! Kill her! I mean,
It
wait,
sure
oh
is.
shit.
Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Yep.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. No.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Pew, 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 pew.
A sword-based sneak attack.
No, stupid.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp?
You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
2 plus 2 means 4, stupid.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so
The only good
how
sheath is on
did
Gate
the
first.
sheath
Never
get
mind.
damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So
No.
she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yep, part of her body that shows she never used a sword. If you want to use the sword, which part of your body would you have to touch it? Her stomach!
I got it!
I'll fight with my stomach.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Impossible.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Oh, shut up.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because certain regulation talks about what happens in bathrooms at night.
I got it!
Water was up, stupid.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Ew, you stinky.
My.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
No one who damaged the sheath would have to have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Mm-hmm.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
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 Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she...
Fuck, sorry, again.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on
Fuck
me?
on me? Wanted to shit on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Yep. But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. No. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Damn it! I loved her!
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
The kid. Ah!
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn.
Dun, dun, dun.
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
She was my love!
Because...
we were gonna fuck!
Hey! Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now! Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
That's not a thing, damn it.
We gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Oh, really? Are you sure about that?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, wait, there's something else.
What's wrong? There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Yep.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dying, stupid.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Well, there's no question Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. With her left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Hey, Mr. Poet.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No,
that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course.
Stupid.
It's because they're not numbers.
What?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
We're gonna stop this
even
murder.
if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Flip it, stupid. Damn it, it's no use. I'm just too goddamn stupid to figure this out.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
What? Rotate it? Think maybe I see something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So,
Yep.
whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Hifumi!
Here's my answer.
It was
The
Celeste.
key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Lion.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately,
Noel.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No.
Letters are not
It's
squiggles.
not random
Stupid.
at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not
Easy.
the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You
Yeah,
know what
dick.
I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I'm thinking it was that burned shirt. That.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh no.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
We all are.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. something about it how we need to pay attention in order to figure out who is responsible. How? It's disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. The crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
that was stupid.
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. Throw it.
I got it!
Roll it like a bowling ball.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Yep.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I wonder there was half last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy?
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do
You're
is look
screwed.
at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because of the ultimate fanfic creator.
Got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
Yeah,
These
you are.
goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now
You're
here's
done.
what happened.
Closing arguments about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Nope. Get back in. Oh god. No. He backs in. Okay, so he backs into that. Sees the sword. He grabs it. He blocks the. Let's say. Okay, so he blocks the knife. Then he strikes her wrist. He's like, ah! And she's like, oh no! she's like, oh god, I'm gonna die! So she runs into the bathroom while he goes and jiggles the door, but nothing happens. She's trying to hide. And so he uses his screwdriver. With his twisty neck, he goes in and he's like, argh! And then Sayaka, as she lays dying, writes her final message. And she dies. Then, the killer grabs the lint roller. And then he goes to the trash room, because he's like, oh man. This. He's got the glass ball. Throws it like a baseball. Throws that shit in there. Wait. Throws that. And then, but he didn't notice that this was there.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Da-da-da!
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Uh-huh.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Yep. Ah! Oh! Ah!
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
She freaked out. She's like, oh god, I'm gonna die. This is not good.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Yep.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Yep, and she gone.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Yep.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
And she died.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
They're thinking, I'm so smart.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
Because he's a goddamn idiot.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For
Really
any
good
normal
skill.
person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
killing everything. I mean, burning everything. Haha!
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
It was you, Leon! The killer is you!
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We've been slapping in the face of
evidence.
you
It's
idiot.
all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Wow, it sounds like a certain ex-president.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto,
Yep.
I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Full-time battle. I got
When
it.
the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
To use something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Oh, go on Twitter about it.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. We're gonna shoot him in the face with this battle.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
Take
It wasn't
this,
me!
Leon, you stupid.
You lied! Stop talking!
Boom, boom, boom,
Shut
boom,
up!
boom.
Where's your proof?
Stupid
kidding me?
idiot, you will die.
Not a chance! Stupid!
Take
You
this,
lied!
take
Shut
this,
up!
take that, take that.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Final strike!
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
This will prove it beyond a doubt. Your toolkit.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be your
Stupid
very
tool.
own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then
Just whip out your tool.
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Ah!
Stupid. Stupid.
Ah! Ah!
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Everyone vote. I'm a ghost. A's across the board. Nice.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we
must have
ready
quit.
to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you.
What's a
Use
mistrial?
it to make your selection. Oh, Just to remind you all,
Not from concentrate.
make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
Always the wrong one.
What's it gonna be?
Who's found guilty? Monokuma vote! The results are... Leon Kuwata! Everybody wins money! That's right, Leon did it.
Uh-oh, looks like he got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Oh, hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Nope.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's becoming clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because of what came up with really is the truth, and that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them? And Sayaka.
I
did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant, like blowjobs.
That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was full of shit. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and loving on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew.
I understand, really I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything! It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you've so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Huh?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice! I had to kill her!
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit?
After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
why... that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Huh?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
It just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well anyway, more importantly...
Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging.
Come on now!
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got!
It's punishment time!
No!
Bye-bye, Leon. Game over. Leon's been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Batting cage? Well, seems fitting for him. The 1,000 blows! Oh! Whoa. Man, that's gotta be rough. Being bludgeoned to death by baseballs for your punishment. And those get things going super fast at you. Some of them are looking away. I just noticed that. This is like the first time I noticed that. What we saw? That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! Yes! Yeah! What's going on?
I can't take it
anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, we don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Yeah, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting us, not getting young citizen like me, through such grueling ordeal? Ignore the porn.
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills! Chills!
Anyway,
kills!
let's get to the blackest punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some for the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in closer, whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even until the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry the memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
What? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1, To Survive. The end. Ah, 3 people dead. To be continued. You received the despair bat. Oh, 1 is the loneliest number. Anyway, folks, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for following along. If you missed any of the action, it'll be on my YouTube channel later, The Otter Samurai. hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. See ya!